The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Oldham County High School's football starts now.
Good evening from South Oldham High School in Crestwood, Kentucky. As the district races heat up tonight, it's going to be heating up a different way with a little ground and pound football action. The Scott County Cardinals, the South Oldham Dragons. I'm Joe Cox, Joey Hamilton alongside. Joey, it's a throwback game. This is the way they used to do it. And yet here we are in 2023 and two teams that put up a lot of points, but not really through the air. They do it on the ground.
These guys have found out how they do it and how they do it best. You know, a lot of teams try to throw the ball or not capable of throwing the ball. These two teams know what they're good at, continue to do it. You know what's coming at you. They're just going to run it. They're going to pound it. They're going to come at you with different formations, but they're going to run it. You know, the Scott County team, one of the leading rushing teams throughout the state. You know, South Oldham, they do what they do. Nick Hamilton and his squad. It's going to be an exciting matchup tonight.
Oh, it absolutely is. You know, two teams that come in here, 6-1 record for Scott County, 5-2 for South Oldham. So that district race very much impacted by this game tonight. And we've got a veteran coach in Jim McKee who's been at Scott County. This is his 27th year. And on the other side of it, Kane Sams at South Oldham. That's his first year here, his second year as a head coach. So old versus new, they do a lot of things the same way, really.
Coach McKee just does what he does. He's been doing the same thing for 27 years. I know Coach McKee. I've seen him. We've talked. I haven't talked to him in 15 years, actually, but it's been a while. But what he did back then is the same thing he does now. He's got him a state championship. He's had his team competing year after year, battling for that title. He's been right there amongst the 6A elite year after year. Now they moved to 5A. South Oldham, Coach Reed has had this team battling year after year. Now Kane Sams takes over, and he has the same scenario.
Yeah.
He has these South Oldham Dragons battling for district titles, winning 8, 9, 10 games. So it's going to be an exciting match. You can feel the electricity tonight here.
You can. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by Kenzer & Kenzer, located at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Kenzer & Kenzer is a proud community partner on Glycod. Kenzer & Kenzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. It's clean, comfortable air here tonight. Temperature about 69 right now. Now down to about 67, actually. I stay a little bit behind, but it's settling into the mid-60s. Beautiful weather early October. Little bit of a wind, maybe some gusts, but should be a nice night that the weather won't really impact one way or the other.
Weather shouldn't impact anything. You see the pink come out for the wear of breast cans. That's when you know football's going. When you come into that month of October and you see some of that pink with the players wearing it or the fans, the cheerleaders wearing that stuff, you know it's getting down to playoff time. You know that district matchups, people are competing. They're trying to position themselves. So, you know, for that district run or for that championship run. So, you know, if a second place or a first place game, you know you're going to get a home game right away.
Big deal.
And you're probably going to play a third or fourth place team.
Yep.
You know, and this is a 5-team district, so, you know, a little different there. But it's just an opportunity for you to stay here at home instead of traveling to, I don't know, possibly northern Kentucky or someplace like that. Which makes a difference, you know, when you get to stay at home in the playoffs. Big difference.
We are going to step aside for a word from our sponsors. On the other side of this break, some comments from Scott County coach Jim McKee. Scott County and South Oldham coming up on Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kenzer & Kenzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, making your life easier with quality products and quality service.
Joe Cox catching up with Coach Jim McKee, head of Scott County Showdown with South Oldham.
That's one time I get down, I
Coach,
get to
your
yell at
Cardinals
you, and I
off
won't be
to
wrong.
a 6-1 start on the season.
I can't believe he threw that.
Boyle County is a different kind of football, but other than that, you guys have really been rolling strong. Are you happy with where your team's at this point in the season?
Well, I'm excited about coming back to South Oldham. You know, the last time I was there, I was the head coach at Oldham County High School in the fall of 95 and 96, and we played at South Oldham in late October 96. A county rivalry, had a great game. We were fortunate enough to win the game 21-7, and you know, it makes you realize how fast time flies. So, you know, the big focus for us is just to focus on ourselves and our team, and hopefully play just a little bit better this week than we played last week.
Well, 27 years there, and through those 27 years, as much as I can remember, it seems like things you could count on were death, taxes, and the Cardinals with a power running game, and that part is certainly true again this year. Tell me about your backs. Jacob Fryman, Ellis Hughley, Tom Fikert. You've got some guys, they're all averaging up around 8+ yards a carry. They've all been in the end zone several times. They all can do it. And just how do you run this offense with this stable of backs, Coach?
Well, I mean, I think that, you know, anybody will tell you that your backs are only as good as your people up front. And, you know, we were a little bit concerned. I don't know if concerned's the right way, but, you know, we knew offensively on the line that we had graduated 4 of our 5 starters. Christian Rodriguez is our best offensive lineman. He's our left guard. He started every game last year. He's a really good offensive lineman. But our offensive line is gelled. And, you know, when we're doing things well, we have the ability to – it really goes for any offense, you know, and you hit somebody between the tackles, hit them on the edge, hit them with misdirection, have the ability to throw the ball when you want to. And, you know, our quarterback's, he's a pretty good quarterback. I mean, Andrew Hickey throws the ball with tremendous accuracy. He's about 70% completion rate. And, you know, so that makes us dangerous too. But, you know, South Oldham's well coached. You know, I've been friends with Jamie Reed for a long time, and, you know, of course, I know he's in administration now, but the continuity within the framework of their staff, they'll have a plan on Friday night to slow us down.
Yeah. Wanted to ask specifically about that. I mean, we see a lot more diverse styles of offenses these days, but this game, you know, it's got to be almost in some ways like facing yourself. I know everything's not the same, but it's 2 power-running teams. Is that easier to prepare for or harder to prepare for?
Well, you know, I don't know. That's a good question, but I think what they do is a little bit different than what we do. I think the common denominator is, you know, both of us want to have the ability to run the fullback between the tackles to sort of set the tone. And number 21 for them is an extremely hard runner. And then they like to run the quarterback a lot, and that's something that we don't do. You know, we don't really run the quarterback much at all. So that's a little bit different in that, you know, you got to prepare for a running quarterback. Kids, he's good. He runs a power read well. They run some good counters for him. He knows how to read and run the option, and he can throw the football. So I think their offense starts with their fullback and their quarterback. Their halfbacks are good football players, don't get me wrong, but what they want to do, number one, is establish a fullback on first down. And then, if they can do that, that really opens up what they can do offensively. And the flip side of that is, what you need to try to do is stop the fullback on first down and make it 2nd or 8 or 9. I can tell you that people that run offenses similar to us don't like 2nd and 9. We like 2nd and 4 or 5 a whole lot better.
No doubt about that. Well, that's the word from Coach Jim McKee. It should be a grinder. It should be a good one. Scott County, South Oldham coming up here on Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Mill Ridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork, and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Mill Ridge a better place.
You're watching Oldham County High School's football on Glycod.
And can they, continue this pressive ground attack? Second of all, they put up 35 plus points a game this year. They've got 51, 52, 48, 56, 51. And, their low game was against a strong Boyle
County's the only team that slowed them, yeah.
Yeah, and, they're tough every year. But other than that, they put up 35 points, so that's very impressive. And then defensively, they've got to stop Nick Hamilton.
Yep.
If they can stop the quarterback, I think, that's like the head of the dragon,
Yeah, he's the leading rusher and passer. So.
Yeah. So, like I said, and quote-unquote, put those words dragon, the head of the dragon. if they can stop, I don't want to sound crazy, but, chop off the head of the dragons, they can stop Nick Hamilton, then I think that's the key to their victory tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And then for South Oldham, we talked about that Scott County offense. They got to slow it down and at least try to control those backs. And the second stringers, it's even crazier. They're 15 yards a carry, 17 yards a carry. It's
South Oldham, they must contain the Jacob Fryman, Ellis Hughley, Tom Ferguson. And then last week, Buddy Collins has a heck of a game, and no one, they've talked about it, but the junior, he scored on a 35-yard run and had a 43-yard punt return last week. And, he's got major college offers, from Louisville, Miami, Ohio, Arkansas State, places like that. So, they've got to do that. And then for South Oldham, they just need to get off to a fast start. They can't start off slow.
Sure.
We watched them here in the past where they played North Oldham and Oldham County, and they started off a little slow, but then came back in the second half. I don't think they can do that against a team like this. They start off slow here, they're going to be in trouble. And, of course, that big green wall. We always talk about them controlling the line, that big green wall. They can control the line of scrimmage. That's going to be to their advantage, and I think that's going to help them out, and that's going to be their key to victory right there.
Absolutely. This broadcast is authorized by South Oldham High School. The production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student-athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. On the other side of this break, South Oldham coach Kane Sams. Stay tuned to Glycod.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Joe Cox catching up with Coach Kane Sams of the South Oldham Dragons ahead of tonight's matchup with Scott County. Coach, 5-2. I think your team's been coming along pretty well. Are you satisfied with where you're at right now?
It's probably the first time I've been asked that question. All year it has been, season goals. Especially looking back at the start of the season, and I'm someone where I'm focused on like goal wise. Every day, every game, I do a really good job of not looking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Up to this season, looking back at my thoughts on the start, we are a really young team, and especially on the defensive side of the ball, but we're really young, and they've progressed very, very well. I don't think I can think of anyone that hasn't exceeded our expectations for them individually.
Mm-hmm.
We have a really, really good core group of guys on the team that they're bought in. They do everything that we're asked. I mean, to any fault that happens on the field, it is easy for myself to say that's probably a coaching error. Because if it was a want to or an opportunity to learn, they will do it. So, and that's helped a lot, and that's helped their growth and their maturity throughout this year. Obviously there's some scenarios I'd love to have back over the last 7 games,
sure.
And some moments that I'd like to have a couple do-overs. But that's with every season, but so far I'm only proud of this group.
Well, your defense, I think you mentioned them in there. 20 takeaways. That's got to be one of the top numbers in the state. Of course, a lot of those have been interceptions. This is a Scott County team that's probably not going to put it in the air a lot.
Yeah.
But are you looking to pick up a couple of those turnovers tonight?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we're probably a little bit more old school where we still tackle in practice throughout the week. We don't the whole entire day at every single practice, but we make sure we tackle each other, and it's important for the ball carriers to hold on to it, and it's important for the defenders to know that that's the reason why we're playing the game. Is if you don't have it, to get it, and if you do have it, to keep it. So that's important for us. And Scott County, they are a run heavy team, and they do what they do better than anyone else. I also think that they can throw the ball very well. I don't think they have to, or they really needed to.
Right.
Against Bull County, they got down and they passed more than they are probably comfortable of doing, but they still showed that they can do it effectively. So,
yeah, that was something I asked Coach McKee, and I'll pose it to you too. I mean, these days we see more passing teams than we used to see. These are two teams that kind of line up, and it's about execution and running the football. Does that make it easier to prepare for them, or does that make it harder to prepare for them?
It's still different. Their team makeup, their personnel is different than ours, and their skill set's a little different. But I think at the core of my philosophy, at least, and I'm not going to speak on his, is I've always been under the belief that a team that can control the ball to a certain extent can control the game, and it takes a lot of pressure off the defense.
Sure.
And as a defensive-minded coach originally, I like when the offense puts together a 10, 12, 15 play drive. I mean, that's nice to be able to have that unit off the field and be able to talk and coach them up. So, I think it's the game's going in different directions. But then again, you watch a lot of Saturday and Sunday football, and I almost feel like some teams are getting back to wanting to control the ball a little bit more and take a little bit more pride in it. I mean, you hear it all the time. The team that can run the ball has a lot of success and has a lot of chances. So
yeah,
it's just kind of the mold I'm in.
Well, tell me on offense, you talk about controlling the ball, and the guy at the helm for you, Nick Hamilton, not only your quarterback, not only your leading passer, he's your leading rusher. He's at the middle of what you do. What do you need from Nick tonight?
Just be him. He doesn't need to do anything that he hasn't done before. He's an amazing leader. I'm never going to ask him that he has to win the game for us, or he has to protect the game and not lose it. I mean, I and the staff will diagram plays, and he executes them, to the best of his ability. And he understands his role and what he's asked to do, and he does it as good as I could have ever hoped.
That's a word from Kane Sams ahead of South Oldham and Scott County coming up here on Glycod. Now less than 5 minutes away, Scott County and South Oldham coming up on the other side of this break here on Glycod.
Flying direct, not just flights. Flying direct, not just flights.
one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
You're watching Oldham County High School's football on Glycod.
And the South Oldham Dragons have taken the field. Scott County, South Oldham coming up next as far as some key players to think about in the course of tonight's game. Talked about some of these guys already, Scott County. Andrew Hickey, he's not a runner. He's a passer, and he's a pretty good one. Not that they rely on him a lot.
Well, they kind of do that secondary where they play it off the run, you know. You're going to run, and then they do throw it. Those guys are usually wide open. That's old school, throwing it back to 1970-ish, maybe early 80s Oklahoma, when guys would average over 20, 25 yards a catch. And you've got the one young man out there for the for them who's got Eli Lilly. He's got 16 catches. Got 16 catches. Got 3 touchdowns. And 16, you might not think that's a lot, but that's huge for this offense right here. So he's usually wide open, and last week he only had 1 catch for 8 yards, but they really didn't need him last week at all.
Hamilton and Greenwell, the keys for South Oldham. Hamilton, the quarterback, also the leading rusher. South Oldham kicks off, and we are underway. The opening kick is fumbled around and then picked up. Tries to go across field. He's got room, all kinds of room. 40, 50. He is like he's shot out of a cannon. Can the last man turn him in? He cannot. To the house. Fumble meant nothing. Tim Omongo just exploded for the touchdown.
And guess what? He's a freshman.
Ouch.
He's a freshman. Tim Omongo. When you have a guy like that who's a freshman who explodes out like that from the that is one of the things that South Oldham did not want to happen. They needed a fast start, and Omongo kind of just implodes on that. And that's what usually happens on a kickoff. When the guy fumbles the ball just a little bit, the coverage breaks down a little, and next thing you know, he went to the right, and there was a wall, and 6-0.
Taysir Jabour's extra point is certainly long enough. It's good. 7-0 Scott County.
Wow.
Just like that. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
So Tim Imongo goes 80 yards on a kickoff return at 15 seconds in. It's 7-0 Scott County. South Oldham, now it's your turn.
Hey, fireworks right away like that. You know, there's no way to silence a home crowd than to return the opening kickoff.
Jabour's kick goes sideways. Will it scoot out of bounds?
Oh,
no, it went in the end zone.
Stayed in the end zone.
Well, Jacob Acevedo made the smart play, because if that trickles out of bounds, you're going to get some more yardage out of it. But Jabour's kick trickles into the end zone, so it's a touchback, and the Dragons will start at the 20.
A tricky one right there. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and a smart play there by Acevedo. But, gosh, what fireworks. I mean, like I said, there's no way to quiet a crowd than to return an 80-yard kickoff return. So we'll see what Mr. Hamilton and his green group can do coming out of here.
Hamilton under center. Now they turn and hand it off inside. I believe it's Greenwell for short yardage. Not much there. Picked up about a yard.
That's that defense right there. They're just waiting on it right there. You had a bunch of guys right there. You got number 19 right there, Ben Pearson, and Jacob Blair. Those guys, they're just waiting right there.
It's a very disciplined attack on both sides of the ball for Scott County. 2nd and 9 now for the Dragons. Take a little extra time in that huddle, and here they come. Got a receiver out wide each way. Shotgun formation this time for Hamilton. High snap, but he corrals it, hands it off. No, he pitched it outside on the edge, cutting it up for a gain of about 6.
Really
South
nice
Oldham
tackle
picks
there.
up yardage with Evan Hickerson. Boy, that one faked me out, and that's what you're going to see with these run-heavy offenses.
Yeah,
it's a lot of misdirection.
Triple action attack right there, and Hamilton rides it, keeps it, and pitches out there and has the room. And Jackson Darman doesn't make the play right there, the junior safety. Then there's a lot of room right there, a lot of room for the ball carrier.
3rd down and about 3 here.
Big play for South here. They need to keep going. They really don't want to give the ball right back without running off a little more time on the clock here.
Dragons taking their time.
Getting the clock started there. And you can see the size advantage of South Oldham versus Scott County here in the line.
Hamilton under center. Fakes inside, and I think he handed it inside. Looked like it would never really got cleanly to anywhere. Greenwell is the guy with the ball, but not much going that time.
Nothing there. Jacob Blair, Ben Pearson, all those guys are right there making a play. Number 59, Ben Camp. Those guys are right there on the ball. Those guys they've been solid all year. Leading tacklers for them. Great job by their defense, right?
So 4th and 3, and the offense stays on the field, and now Hamilton motions out. So Acevedo is going to punt it appears. 4th and 3, snap is clean. Pressure comes, Acevedo tries to escape, but he is going to be blown up by Scott County, and that's going to be a turnover. Goodness.
And that's number 15 right there. That's Isaac York. Of course, again, Jacob Blair. Those guys coming in off the right side, and it looked like it was a bad snap there, and Acevedo didn't have a shot. And thus far, this is just not the way you want to start the game for South Oldham. Coach Sams is probably probably over there going to pull his guys together here in a minute and just kind of talk to them and trying to tell them to take a deep breath.
Well, 1st and 10 for Scott County at the South Oldham 20. Already leading 7-0. They run end around, getting the edge, 15, 10, 5 to the corner, and he got there. Buddy Collins with a touchdown.
Buddy Collins, he's one of our keys. South Oldham's going to have to stop him. What the Cardinals did is they rolled the fullback there. They rolled the fullback. Collins comes around, and they just hand it to him like an end around. And as soon as he gets it, there's just nothing but green grass out there.
Jabur on for the extra point.
Just not the way you want to start for South here.
No. And this one is long enough, and this one is good. 14-0. Scott County, stay tuned. South Oldham coming back on the attack on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the 4th bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
14-0 Scott County. The Cardinals ready to kick it off.
I'm talking about shell-shocked right now.
That's been quick. Jabur's kick is a line drive over the head of the return man and into the end zone for a second touchback.
This is just almost like unbelievable. I've seen this happen once or twice, but it's just unbelievable that the Cardinals, they've come over here to Crestwood, and they've just put up 2 quick scores like that, and we're not even 5 minutes into the game.
No. Really want to see South Oldham try to put together something as far as continuity on offense here. I mean, that's going to be pretty pivotal.
Yeah, there's a reason these guys average over 45 points a game.
Hamilton hands it off to sweep right, and just nothing doing.
No, the defense is right there on him. That's number 28 and number 14.
Yeah.
Right there, you got Jackson Darman. You got number 28 right there, Justin Stevenson right there, just cat quick, for 5A football. And these guys, they played a lot of 6A football before, and they're moving to 5A, so they played the bigger opponent. Not to say that there's a big difference between 5A and 6A football, but these guys, they've been through the wars. And Coach McKee's been there, so he knows. Like I said, he knows what to expect. He knows what to prepare for. So he's got his guys right now in the right spot.
Yeah, Hickerson lost a yard there, 2nd and 11. 2 receivers each way for Hamilton, who runs straight ahead and able to get back what they lost and maybe a little bit more, but it's still going to be a 3rd and long.
Nothing there. The ends both come in and crash right there. This time Frickert coming in on one side, and then the other side you got Justin Stevenson. They both just kind of close, like shoot like missiles, boom, real quick right there. And there's just nothing there for Hamilton.
Big Brad Horn in there up front. Yeah, it's going to be a tough spot here for the Dragons. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you've got to find something here. It's like every move they've made, the Cardinals. The Big Red Machine, they're right there. They're waiting. They're waiting on every move they've made so far.
Hamilton's got everybody bunched up pretty tight. He's going to throw, and now he pulls it down and runs, and he's got a seam, but it closes down in a hurry. Gains about 5. Scott County, very disciplined. Even there, even when you fool them, that doesn't open a very big window.
No, there's nothing there, and, really it was just number 19 guarding. He was guarding the receiver, Andrew Farr, and Farr was about 5 yards off the line, so right there, number 19, Jacob Blair he didn't have much to do. It's like, oh, you're coming right to me, and he stepped right there and just made a play.
Acevedo on to punt.
Big play right here.
Takes the
They're
snap.
coming on
it's
the right.
Low. They rush, but he does get it out of there. It's a high kick. Hits there at the 46 and takes a gently rolling bounce in favor of South Oldham, and it will back Scott County up to their own 41 as they'll go on the attack this time.
It's going to be a huge series right here for this South Oldham defense. They're going to need to make a play. They're going to, I think they've been out there, one play, and it's been a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. One offensive snap so far. So, your defense, you say maybe we can get our legs under us here.
Yeah, this is going to be huge right here for the South Oldham defense for them to get out here and make a play. But, a lot of confidence rolling over there with the red machine with Cardinals right now. So we'll see what's going on.
Settle in under center with the quarterback, Hickey. Hickey gives it inside. Short yardage that time, and South Oldham pretty able to slow that one up.
That's
only
their main man,
about
Fryman.
4.
Yeah, main man Fryman right there. Just hand off to him straight on the dive. And just nice little solid play right there. I guess you gained about 5. So just give it to Fryman and see what else happens there.
Second down at 6 for Scott County. Hickey gives Fryman again, and he crashes through there, and he is near the first down, but he's still about a yard shy.
That's a nice little scheme right there. You give it to Fryman right there, but you got number 13 as his lead blocker right there, Frickert. Frickert just comes in and seals off one side, gives Fryman a little room right there. So that's a nice little scheme right there. You got to watch those little games they play in there with the line.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice. That was a nice job there by Scott County.
Hatcher closed down, 3rd and 1. Hickey gives it inside, and they've got the first down. Nothing showy there. Needed 1, got about 3.
Yeah, South Oldham lined up late right there, and there was really no one for the 2 guys on the left side to block there. As they get through, and then finally the South Oldham linebackers step up there and make a nice play. But there's really no one there for them to block, so it was an easy first down. Easy first down there for Scott County.
Fikert able to convert. First down at the 47 of South Oldham for the Cardinals of Scott County. Hickey gives it end around, and well played that time by South Oldham. Not much there. Ellis Hughley got it, but just a good job by the defense staying at home.
Yeah, Davis Larson right there with a little penetration as he pushed right there. Then the rest of the defense just comes up. Larson seals off that side and makes the running back cut up. There's a nice job there by South Oldham. They're going to need a lot more of that tonight.
Second down and about 9. Hickey turns, and they work it on the edge. They've got room across the 40, 30, 20. He is tripped up down about the 17-yard line, but Tom Fikert takes it off the right side, and one of those explosive plays they're so good at, Joey.
Well, it turns into defensive responsibility. It's they fake to the fullback, then they fake to 11, then they give it to 13 on the end around, and, no one's there. There was no one there. It's like they faked to one guy, faked to another guy, and, if you just take your eyes off your man and don't go to responsibility, or someone doesn't have that guy, it's what it is. There it is, big gain again.
29-yard pickup. Hickey gives Greenwell inside, and he gets about 5.
Yeah, that's Fryman right there with another run.
Fryman, I'm sorry.
It's
right.
okay. Fryman just goes there. This little lead block right there from Frickert right there. Frickert just gives him number 11. Hughley gives him a little lead block there, and they're back at it again.
2nd and 5. Handed inside. A little power running, but met pretty well right there. Fryman gained a couple, but he's shy of the first down.
He stopped there by number 2, Blake Dickmore, and another defensive player right there, number 28. That's going to be Parker Ellis, linebacker. So these guys, they've got their hands full right now. Cardinals just moving right down the field. 3rd and 2. This would be a huge stop if they can get it.
3rd and 2 at the 9. Hickey calls his own number, and he's close, but I think he might be short, Joey. We'll have to see where they spot it.
They can't spot that. That was about half a yard to gain, if anything. It's got to be 4th down, at least 1.
Yeah, it will be 4th. They've got the down marker. Luke Hatcher crashing in to make the stop.
Yeah, it wasn't much movement right there. It's a good job by that green wall of South Oldham right there. I think they're going to bring someone in a little bigger right there, sending the nose guard out. They're bringing a bigger body. Here he comes in there, number 68. But hurry up, buddy. Get in there. And there he is right there. And they're doing it again.
They run straight ahead, and I think they got it. It looks like,
looks like they got that. South Oldham, they're in a 3-man front, and if you're not in what they call a bear front, when it's basically they've got to have 2 guys, 1 on each side of that nose guard. If they don't, then it's easy pickings right there for the Scott County offense. And what they did is they just went left. there's nobody there.
Yeah.
You can get a yard easily like that.
Big Jake Waldrop closed it down, but not until a first down. First and goal at the 6. Hickey sends Fikert across. Hands backside. Can the back get to the corner? He puts his head down. He's close. He's in. It is a touchdown. He reached the end zone. Ellis Hughley in from 6 yards out.
Yeah, it looks like right now Scott County, their guards are just easily getting to the second level. They're just getting to the linebackers untouched, unscathed, and when you can get out, you can get your guards out to the linebackers and nothing in front of them right there. It's what we're seeing right now. It's just them bullying their way down the field.
Jabora on for the extra point. He's made his first 2. A high snap, but the holder gets it down. Kind of a line drive, but it is good. 21-0. Scott County out over South Oldham here on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the 4th bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Impressive open by the Scott County Cardinals. They're now up 21-0.
Yeah, it's not Halloween yet, but it's been a nightmare of horrors thus far for the South Oldham Dragons.
Kick settles down about the 6-yard line. Here comes a return man up across the 20. Not a ton of room there. He's going to be tracked down around the 22, maybe the 23-yard line.
Yeah, Anthony Dixon just giving a little room, trying to just give him a little life there. Gets him past the 20. And like you said, it's just not been, things are just not going the way that South would like them to go right now. It's like, Scott County, they're 2 steps ahead of South in every move they make.
First down here for the Dragons. Hamilton gives it off. Nice little run right there. And I believe that's Greenwell putting his head down and making it a second and very manageable now.
Nice play there by South right there with giving the ball to Greenwell. Greenwell just getting what he can get right there. So that's honestly almost the first positive thing we've seen right there. The end around, the option was positive too, except for the back. It got tripped up. If he didn't get tripped up, that's pretty much the best thing we've seen thus far from South.
Out at the 29, Hamilton gives, believe Greenwell again, a run power, and he's up near the first down marker and may have it.
There you go. Nice job. There you go. Looks like that line's settling in right there, getting to where they get. They must have made a little adjustment over there. So a nice job right there. First down. First down with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. South, they need to score here. They need to put some points up.
First down at the 34 for the Dragons. Beautiful night here at Irvin Stadium.
You hate to say it's a must-score situation, but I believe it's a must-score situation for South.
2 backs with Hamilton. He hands it outside, trying to get the corner. Acevedo spins for a yard, maybe 2.
Acevedo, no room right there. That's just quickness by the defense. Scott County right there. Got the linebacker, number 22, just getting over there, and you got a few other players. You got Robert Thompson. You got number 10, Luke Valencia. These guys are just flying to the ball.
Second and long here at the 35. Hamilton brings in his play from the sideline. Do you see some pink undershirts? You mentioned that earlier, Joey. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, of course.
Yeah, this whole month, we'll see a lot of pink this month from a lot of different teams.
From the 35, they pound it inside, and boy, there's just nothing doing. I mean, there's no room to break free. Greenwell, he tried to find some space. There's just not much there, maybe a yard.
Nothing there. Justin Stevenson just feels it. The guard pulls, and he's looking for somebody to block, but the defense is already behind him. By the time he gets to where he wants to get, the defense has already beat him to the spot and got to the running back, and there's just not much there for them.
Third down and 8. South Oldham with 1 first down on this drive, and now they're going 2 receivers each way. So
this might be their best option to spread these guys out.
Hamilton to throw. He's going to take a deep shot. He's got a man out there, one-on-one.
Nice catch.
Goes up, but they say he's out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a great catch there by Max Madsen, but Madsen just out of bounds right there. Good coverage by the other number 5, Buddy Collins. So
5-on-5 battle, and Madsen hauls it in, but he can't get a foot down.
Yeah, Nick Hamilton's just got to give him a little more room when he throws that. Got to put that a little more space on the field. You know, if Madsen's going to make catches like that, just give him a little room. And this right here has been a little troublesome thus far for South. They've had one bad snap. They had one almost blocked. Got a left-footed kicker here. They're all loaded up on the right for
they're
Scott
in
County.
An offensive formation. Let's see. No, there it is. Hamilton shifts out, and Acevedo going to punt.
Got to need a good snap.
That
Looks like they're
offsides. Yeah.
It's going to help out. It's going to make it 4th and
3. Do you think about going for it here?
It's tough to do that. You haven't had much offensive success right here.
Haven't had much punting success either, though.
Yeah, but it looks like he's bringing the offense back on the field.
I think
they can get that. And really the midline with the option, that was one of their key plays, and they really had that. Like I said, the back was inches away from making a really nice run.
Right.
So you can think about that. So we'll see what they're going to do here.
4th and 3 at the 41.
Looks like they're having trouble with personnel now. Hopefully.
Yeah, Madsen was headed out, and hang on, wait a second, stick around.
Yeah, so one's coming in, one's coming out. Hopefully they get it. Looks like they're getting in plenty of time.
Madsen out wide, 4th and 3.
Maybe they're trying to draw him off sides.
Hamilton's thinking about it, and now we're going to have a timeout. We do. It will be a timeout. We'll take the break. 21-0 Scott County over South Oldham here on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the 4th bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Fourth down and 3. Don't envy Coach Sam's call here because it's a big one. You really, if you're going to roll the dice, you really, really need to convert, and it looks like they are going to go.
Yeah, they've got them all bunched in there. I don't know. They're going to try to see what South does here.
Send 3 guys across formation, and now they run it backside with Greenwell, and it's just not going to be close. He got about a yard, but he needed 3.
No, there's nothing happening there. You got number 4 right there. You got number 53. You got, of course, number 14, who's been on every play, Jackson Darman. You got number 53 right there making a play.
Jacob Blair over there, too. Yeah, it may
Grace,
just be quicker to say who wasn't in on that one.
Yeah, those guys, and to try to run the midline, you haven't had great success right there, and you had everyone bunched in. They had everyone bunched in, so I didn't see how that was going to make a huge positive for South, but Coach saw what he saw. So
well, here goes Scott County back on the attack at the 41. Fikert across formation. Now they run. No, they're going to throw.
Oh, it's wide open.
Shot at the deep ball.
Wide open.
On the money. It is going to be a touchdown. Isaac York snuck out there and caught a 41-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Hickey.
And that reminded me of what I used to see back in the day when I used to watch Oklahoma throw it to a guy named Keith Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
or they would throw it to the big tight end, and they would just sit there and run. Then they play action, and 15's running downfield.
Over the top.
Yeah, he's right over the top, and next thing you know, it's touchdown. And that's just huge right there. Just runs right by. And what happens is that, the defensive backs, they get caught with their eyes in the backfield because all they've seen is run.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, play action, and he runs right by him. So
we've got a false start on the extra point try. We'll back Jabor up 5 yards.
And that's just going to put Andrew Hickey's stats up there even more, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't throw a lot, but when he does, he means business.
Yeah, Hickey's just, you know, it's just gonna make him look like, you know, the people look at this and say, man, look at those stats right there.
Moore's
Andrew
extra
Hickey.
point is gorgeous. 28-0. Scott County with the edge. Be right back here on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the fourth bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
28-0. Scott County. You know, it's funny. The only game I can remember where I saw a team score this much this quickly was the Florida Gators in the 1990s, and that was a little different because they did it all with the pass.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Scott County will strike from anywhere.
The old ball coach, did it from all over. And
yeah,
right here, and there's
so is Jim McKee apparently from the 5, and the return out near the 20. Just not much there.
I didn't even get to the 20 right there. So it's showing you where Scott County is and where South is right now. Not say that South wasn't prepared for this game, but I just think that right now the momentum all with Scott County.
It's Anthony Dixon on the return. Try to get something going. Absolutely, you take a shot at it.
You're right, and right now this, not to say that this might not help the South Oldham Dragons right now, because not to say that they won't come back or anything here, but when you look at games like this, you go in and watch the film.
Acevedo off the left side and just tough sledding. Got back to the line, and that is about it as we end the first quarter. 28-0 Scott County here on Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
28-0 Scott County, the edge. Joe, you were making a thought there about the value of trying to get something going here.
Get something going here. You're seeing something, and maybe they haven't seen this. Maybe they saw it on film, but when you don't play against it, and you don't know, then you get the opportunity to go against it. So this may help South out. Down there, it may help them out this quarter right here because they're getting to see some things and there they go, option. There you go, right there.
Hamilton pitching off the edge. There's not much there, but then stick with the play a while. Gains about 7 yards. So a nice run by Hickerson there.
Yeah, and that's what I say. Coach may have seen some adjustments. They may have seen some adjustments up top. But I say, Coach, this is what they're doing. Their defense is crashing here. Or they're coming here. And next thing you know, you got South Oldham on a nice little run right there on an option play to make it 3rd and short.
Third down, short 3, long 2, however you want to see it. Got to make the 29 for a first down. Hamilton's got Greenwell beside him. Once Greenwell settles in, now he's ready. Hickerson in motion. And Hamilton keeps on the option. Big seam out across the 40. Out across the 45. Nice play there by Nick Hamilton. And there's something that worked. Maybe we see a little more option here.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You may see something, like I said, the coach, his guy up in the box may have seen something there. He says, we got to get off this midline and we've got to show a little more option. We've got to spread it out a little more. And that's something helping. That's huge there for the South Oldham Dragons.
Paul Garner on the tackle for Scott County, but they were something there for sure.
Yeah, they were blitzing those corners. They were coming in hard. Those outside linebackers. Yes, they're playing more of a 3-4 or 3-3. They're just bringing those outside guys in.
Up hard. Greenwell, no, they run option the other side. Acevedo across midfield. Acevedo down inside the 30 to the 27. That's a little more like it, Dragons. There you go.
There you go. Coach has seen something right there where all it is South Oldham. They see the outside linebacker coming in, and there's nobody, and I mean nobody out there with the running back. He's got 2 blockers out there, and next thing you know, Coach McKee is getting ready to call a timeout.
26-yard gain by Acevedo has the Dragons knocking on the door. Stay tuned to Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Guess I'll talk about it.
The Scott County struggling a little bit here defending the edge, and meanwhile South Oldham has found what they like in this option stuff, Joey.
Yeah, basically Scott County has put 9 in the box, and which, made you wonder or think about, Coach, when he called that 4th down, that you saw 9 red helmets in the box, and now they spread it out a little bit, and they're going to make those outside linebackers work.
First down to 28. There's the option pitch, and this time Scott County is all over it. They were ready for it out of that timeout, and Luke Valencia blows it up for a tackle for loss on Acevedo.
Yeah, Valencia that time doesn't crash in. He stays out and just waits for the back. And the safety, number 14, he comes over, and he takes the wide out right there. So when number 14, Jackson Darman, takes the wide out, that just leaves it open for Valencia, and then he can actually make that play. When they do that, then it actually does open it up for South Oldham in the middle. That gives them the extra little man advantage right there. So we'll see. Like I said, it's a game of chess.
Second down, they run it on the backside. Greenwell, boy, he got hit hard. He didn't get much there. Robert Thompson lowered the boom.
Yeah, there was no blocking there as the South Oldham lineman went upfield, but there were still 3 Scott County players right there waiting, and I don't know if it's a misassignment or what happened on that, but it just didn't pan out well, didn't fare well. It's 3rd and 14 after gaining tons of yardage. Now Coach Mack, he's made his adjustment now.
So the ball goes back metaphorically into the court of Coach Sams here on 3rd down.
Yes, it does.
Hamilton's got Greenwell beside him, trips right. That's the open side. Hamilton waiting. Now throwing. He's got a man. A flag comes in late. The pass is incomplete. Flag on the back end. Is it going to be a hold? Is it going to be a late hit?
Nah, I think it's going to be a hold right there. Looked like that was right in the play of holding or a lineman downfield. I don't know which one he's going to call.
That would be possible as well, yeah.
But it is not into South Oldham's advantage right here.
It's going to be declined. I saw the conversation with Coach McKee there, and he was saying decline it, so it's going to be on the Dragons.
Holding.
Blocking the back. You don't see that often on a
when he's rolling out right there, you got the lineman trying to follow the defensive lineman.
Somebody from behind.
Yeah, just kind of pushed him right from behind in the back, and it's going to be 4th down, 14. Not many of these in the playbook.
Yeah.
Not many of these in the playbook at all. Reaching deep in the playbook for a 4th and 14. And we're going to see what South Oldham can come up with here. Trips.
Yeah,
it's good coverage last time by Scott County.
Hamilton rolls right. Throws for Acevedo. He's out there.
Oh, nice catch.
Did he get in bounds? Yes, he did. First down.
That's good play. Good play right there. Good
nice
scheme.
connection. Yeah, everything. You like that. First down for the Dragons.
Nice game. Nice everything. Number 5 right there. Max Madsen just pushes the DB deep. And instead of curling in, he just keeps pushing that DB deep. And then Acevedo just comes in right behind him, and they just lay it in right there. It's a nice scheme right there. Nice play. Nice play by South.
So a 17-yard pickup down to the 17. First down there. The Dragons in the Scott County red zone for the first time tonight. Hamilton. Acevedo across formation. Hamilton keeps. He's got a seam. Scott County closed in. He picked up 3 or 4, but
Scott County right there waiting when those 2 big guards and tackles, those 2 guys, they pull and they don't give it to the back. Hamilton decides to keep it himself right there, and it's just he gains a few yards, but it's a good job there by Scott County catching back up to that.
Dameron, Blair among the Cardinal players, they swarm that ball hard. Second down.
Those guys are just flying to the ball right there.
Ball's at the 14. South Oldham needs to get on the board. Hamilton stands in, looks to run, now scrambles around, now looks to throw.
Throw it away,
fires late, he's got a man. Touchdown. Hughley snuck out the back. I'm sorry, Acevedo rather.
Acevedo was covered over the middle of the field, and as the quarterback scrambles to the right, I'm thinking throw it away. And then Acevedo, he moves into the open spot, and the 2 DBs, they came forward because they saw the quarterback scrambling, and Hamilton, very smart play there by Hamilton to put it right over the top, touchdown, giving South Oldham new life right here. Not a lot, but you got to start somewhere, right?
That's right.
So that's life right there. They're on the board. Defense has got to come back and make a stop here when they kick off.
Norther to kick the extra point. Snap was low, and it is blocked. It's loose on the field. It will be no good. 28-6, but South Oldham on the board here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Nick Hamilton, a touchdown to Jacob Acevedo. We get the light show here at South Oldham. The Dragons trying to get back in this one.
Hamilton to Ace. What a nice catch by Ace right there, finding the open spot, the open area, putting South Oldham on the board for the first time tonight. Now the defense has got to make a huge stop here. They've got to come back, and they've got to get this Scott County team to punt the ball or something, or cause a turnover. Got to do something here.
20 turnovers forced coming into the game, and how big would that be?
That would be huge if they could just get that.
It's a pop-up kick. That's a live ball, but Scott County grabs it at about the 38 and returns it out over the 40, out to around the 42.
Yeah, number 27, Jules Davila, almost gets it. Davila comes about 2 yards short of getting that when it bounced up, and it's a good job by Scott County getting that ball back.
Yeah, nice kick there. Orther just kind of hit it like a 9-iron and hung up there. It gave him a shot, but Scott County able to run in and grab it.
Yeah, chipped it right up there, and bad thing about that is you give the ball up past the 40, but hey, you took a chance. There he is.
Run it with Fryman.
The big
inside,
man.
gains 4 or 5. He's a handful in there.
Oh my gosh, he's huge in there. Just hand it right off to him and just watch it in there. You gotta, those linebackers just got to get there. They're deep. I mean, they know they're going to run it, but you can't let those guards get out to you. Every time they get out to them, it's going to be trouble for them.
2nd and 6, ball out at the 47. Hickey pitches it out. It's Fikert on the edge across midfield. He's got the first down and out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
He needs some help out there. Defensive back tangled up with that wide receiver like that, and he gave up the inside. Next thing you know, I gave up his outside shoulder, rather. Next thing you know, the guys just got an easy play, but I think they're going to call a hold on that.
No. Yeah, it seems like that is the indication. There we are. Mark it back. Well, there's a break.
Yeah, big time break there for South, but those defensive backs, they cannot give up their outside shoulder on that play. They've got to shoot. They've got what they call shoot support. They've got to get up there and take it on with their inside shoulder and get the back to come back inside where there's help.
Not a huge break on that penalty, Joe. He was so far downfield, we're going to end up at 2nd and 9, so about a 4-yard penalty when all is said and done.
4-yard penalty, and you got to hope that there it is.
Run all the way end around. Fikert with the edge, 50, 40. He's shoved down at about the 33-yard line. Boy, that was well designed. Fake, hand,
that's just what I was going to say. I was just going to say, and you got to hope that South Oldham doesn't not play man responsibility right there. You saw number 5, Max Maxson, who was out there. He was just faked, and he put his head inside, looks inside, and the ball carrier practically ran right next to him. If he's out there, he's just got to stay out there and wait. Yes, got to be patient.
Spot him at the 34. First down there for the Cardinals. Fryman inside. This time, South Oldham able to bottle him up. Only about a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard pickup right there, but if he pulls that ball, there's no one out there for the quarterback. There's no one out there for the ball carrier for South Oldham to take anybody on. So you've got to talk to these guys and tell them you can't just watch the ball. You just got to go to your responsibility. Easier said than done. 2nd down. Here's that action on the end around, and this time South Oldham covers pretty well. He gains a couple. Ugly put his head down. Looked like he'd be stopped for no gain. He did pick up 2 or 3, but still 3rd and a serviceable spot for your defense. Yes,
here.
Davis Larson right there on the play. Davis Larson, number 9, just comes up, and he's done that earlier in the game. He came up and just shoots upside and makes them come outside. You got to get it on both sides of the ball right there. You got to try to get it on both sides of the ball. Good job again by Larson right there coming up, and the rest of the South Oldham defense. Now this is a good front here by the South Oldham right here. They're covering up those guys so their linebackers can't get.
3rd and 4. Hickey looks to the sideline, and we're going to have a timeout. Scott County.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to talk it over. We'll take the break as well. 28-6, Scott County over South Oldham here on Glycod.
Blind direct, not just blind. Blind direct, not just blind.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham County High School's football on Glycod.
Third down and short here. South Oldham needs a stand.
There's much better
They
front.
hand it on the end around to Ugly, and he breaks down inside the 15 down to about the 12.
Much better front there for South Oldham, so the guards can't get out to the linebackers, but then that's where your linebackers have got to scrape outside to that right off tackle play. So when you do that, your linebackers need to go ahead and play on the outside ends of those tackles, which are playing down on the outsides of the guard, and then once they do that, you've got to come. But when they seal, then your DB's got to fill, and they're not filling right now.
1st and 10 at the 11.
They are not filling. Their DBs Larson's done a good job. The other ones have been just a little slow to the ball, and like I said, maybe they haven't seen this before. But once they witness it on tape here, or once they continue to witness this, coach may show them here because they've got that film down there. They can go down there and watch it as they go in the timeout. They can show them that those guys got to come up and fill.
Offsides penalty, 1st and 5 at the 6 now. Hickey Turns and gives. That's Collins. Did he get to the end zone? He's turned back just shy.
It's going to be a first down there, but
or Imongo on carry. Actually, I'm sorry. They got so many running backs.
Yeah, they've got a slew of running backs there. It's running back by committee, and nice job by Jacob Finney out there, getting to the ball, and also Davila getting to the ball. So I mean, it's tough right now, but hey, you just gotta keep going. These guys got to just keep going.
First and goal at the 1. Hickey
too easy.
Gives Fryman, and he walks in. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, you can't play a 3-4 or 3-3 up right there. And the guards are just getting out untouched, hitting the linebackers. There's nothing for him to do but just walk in the end zone almost untouched.
Jabor on for the extra point. Perfect on the evening. I like the way this guy kicks the ball, Joey. He's got a strong leg.
Jabor, he's 41 for 44. He's 93% on his extra points, and he's 3 for 3 in his field goals with a long of 44 this year. So
he's got plenty of legs.
And so
good. So 35-6, Scott County will step aside here on Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham County High School's football on Glycod.
Whenever you're ready. 35-6, Scott County. Preparing to kick off after another successful scoring drive. Here's the kick. High driving kick. Acevedo just watches it sail over his head and into the end zone. This kicker, Jabor, he's got a strong leg. Good on kickoffs, good on extra points. I have no problem imagining him hitting a 44-yard field goal.
Yeah, that's been his long this year, and I guess that's what they tried. He looks like he could hit up to about a 50-yarder the way he was looking, and he was at 93% on those field goals, so he's only went up, because he's hit every one, kind of like the quarterback who was throwing at 69%, and then he hits his one for –
100% tonight,
yeah. So that's going to put him at 70+%.
Yeah.
Anytime your quarterback's throwing 70%, you're probably in a good situation.
Last time on offense, the Dragons drove down the field and scored a touchdown. Let's see what Nick Hamilton's got here. Calls his own number. Runs inside, picks up 5 or 6. So a nice first down call.
And that's a good play by Hamilton right there. But, you may ask why Hamilton hasn't run the ball more. You really don't want your quarterback running the ball every play. He's kind of like the key to this season right there. So you don't want him running the ball every play. And you do have other players out there, but it does seem like every time Hamilton touches it, good things happen for South.
Ben Camp on the tackle for Scott County. 2nd and 4. Hamilton again, straight ahead, first down and more. He gets to the outside, midfield. Can he go? 40, 35, 30. Nice run by Nick Hamilton as he takes that one nearly 50 yards.
As I said, every time he touches the ball, good things happen. And, just put everyone over to the left right there, then run a little guard tackle, cross trap right there, cross block right there, a little scheme, and give Hamilton a little room, and he just takes it right on the right side for a nice positive gain.
45, the gain on the play. First down at the 29. Dameron tracked him down, but Nick Hamilton, he's getting it going here, Joey.
Hey, well, he's been the key to them week after week when we watched him. And like I said, South just off to a slow start, and that's what they didn't want to do.
4 receivers left. They throw it to Acevedo. He turns up at the 30, and then Scott County pursues him well. They shut it down for a minimal game. Imongo, one of the players there to close in on it.
Oh, yeah, those defensive backs, they just kind of shed the wideouts and just ran right by him and made plays right there. So at the moment, it looks, and I'm just saying it looks, at the moment it looks like there's 2 sets of quickness out there. It looks like South has not adjusted yet, which, like I said, these games, like these district games right here, where you're setting yourself up, you're finding out about your team. You're finding out what you're good at, what you're not, because once the playoffs start, everybody starts off 0-0, and everyone's in the playoffs. So,
second down and 9 here at the 28. Hamilton calls his own number again, 25, and he slides down about the 23. They're doing a pretty good job exploiting that QB run game in the middle.
Doing a great job. And as you saw the big green wall over there, you see two big linemen over there. You see Matt Wells over there and his partner over there just blowing it up. They're just pushing the poor little south the Scott County guy back down the field. But, hey, and if Hamilton doesn't trip, he's probably going to score right there. Yeah. Got big Jacob Waldrop and Matt Wells over there just pushing the guy down and
making some room for sure.
Yeah, and that's like I said, that's been the positive. That's been the plus for South all year is their line.
Valencia able to close in on the tackle. 3rd and 5 now. Hamilton gives Greenwell, and he gets the edge, and he does gain some yardage, but he's still 2 or 3 shy of the first down.
Yeah, it looked like he had something inside right there. He decided to bounce it out. He bounces it out right there, and not much going out there, but looked like a nice big hole up the middle with the guard when he does a little fold block off that, and just going to make it 4th and short. It's going to be a huge play here for South. Huge
4th
play.
and 2, 4th and 3, depends on how you see it. Blair closed that one down for Scott County. Big play here for the Dragons. Need to make the 19.
Yeah, you're going to need to spread them out a little bit. And of course, if you're going to spread them out, Hamilton's always the positive option when you spread them out there. You keep it in tight, then you're going to have to give a little end around or some option. But they got them spread out this time, so we'll see what happens.
Trips left. That's the open side, and Hamilton rolls that way. Hamilton, pressure coming. He stays alive. Now he's looking around. He's going to try to run, and he's tripped up from behind. Nicely played right there. There's some excellent discipline by Scott County. Justin Stevenson, the guy who stayed home long enough to make the play.
I thought he had Stevenson there in the corner. Stevenson just hung, and quarterback Nick Hamilton comes back around. He's looking. He had a backside receiver going over the backside post, but he chose not to do it, and I guess he felt he was covered. And if he gets by Stevenson, he has some room to run, but Stevenson just makes a shoestring tackle. Saves it there for Scott County, and next thing you know, Scott County has the ball back after South makes a nice drive downfield.
See if Scott County's got a 2-minute offense here with Hickey. First down at the 24. Hickey turns, looks. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man open up near the 40. It's caught. And out down in midfield. Nice play right there. Ellis Hughley leaks out of the backfield as the receiver and able to gain about 25 right there.
Yeah, Hughley just, I guess, let me say quietly, runs right by the defensive back because they're showing all that run action. He showed a dive, then he showed an end around, and as he does that, when he drops back, Hughley's just past the linebacker and the DB from to throw it right over his shoulder.
Gain 28, first down at the South Oldham 48, and there was a flinch up front and got the flag in. Isaac York. He was the guy who got started on the deep ball earlier. Maybe he wanted to get started on another one there, Joey, because he was a snap count ahead of everybody else.
Isaac Hughley quick out there right there. Had his little move already right there, too. Looks like he had his little step in and step out, so may have been getting the ball right there. Got a little excited.
First and 15, Scott County back to their own 47 as we approach halftime. Cardinals came in with a reputation for scoring points, and they're doing nothing to change it. First and 15. Fryman inside. He's got a seam, and Fryman runs over a couple of guys and gets near the first down marker.
Gosh, Fryman looks like a little bowling ball right there, just running people over. Just put his shoulders down right there. Fryman, the 5'8", 205-pound senior right there, just lowering his shoulder, just running people over right there.
2nd and 1 at the 39. It's Hughley on the edge. He's got the first down. He's got more, 30, 25, 20. And he's shoved out of bounds down around the 18-yard line.
It looks like Scott County trying to get up on the ball again. They just had him outflanked right there. When the guy came in motion, all of South Oldham went to the left, and all of a sudden they went to their left, and then Scott County goes to their left, which is be South Oldham's right, and there was just nobody over there. They just had him outflanked.
Well, first down, I joked about whether they have a 2-minute offense. They're like, yeah, we've got one of those, sure.
Yeah, we've got it. Just hand it off.
First down at the 18. Hickey to throw. He's got a man out there. There's York, and he's got his second one tonight. Isaac York
That's
with a
York
touchdown.
right there, an 18-yard touchdown pass right there, looks like. And basically, that was a nice design right there. He kind of fakes it, drops back, and York just does a nice corner route. He just sucks the corner in like he's going to block. The corner waits, and he just beats him, goes upfield, and does a little flag route for an easy touchdown.
They are going to go for 2 here. Hickey settles in, hands Fryman, and he faked to Fryman, and now he throws, and it's complete.
Open. Yeah, number 13 right there.
Got the 2
open.
to Fikert. And so it's 43-6. We'll step aside here on Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Oldham County High School's football on Glycod.
Scott County Cardinals just pouring it on, 43-6 here in the final minute of the half. And the passing game shows up again.
And that's what they do. You just run. Next thing you know, you're sucked in. And I hate to say it, but I mean that's what Coach does. I mean, I've seen him do that. I mean, I've watched him just. When he gets on top, he tries to really just suck it out of you, and he will just, he'll put up points and keep putting up points and putting up points, and that's, they've been in his 27-year career. That's just what he does. That's what he does.
43-6. We should be in running clock territory, but nobody appears to have said so. And now we've got the official outside here who says it's time.
And they're looking at the clock monitor.
Yeah, apparently a disagreement there. First down at the 20. Hamilton hands it off. Greenwell gains a yard or so. Not much there.
Yeah, they're pretty much right there.
Greenwell, short game.
Don't have much room in there.
No.
You got a lot of red helmets in there. Those guys there, like I said, they're almost playing an 8-9-man front.
Yeah. Stevenson, a nice tackle for Scott County. We'll see if the Dragons run another play here. Looking to the sideline. Here comes Hamilton with his play.
And this is one of those feelings right now that I've been there where Coach is at, and there's almost nothing. You just try to regroup, try to get them back in there and regroup.
They run it inside with Greenwell, and he gets out across the 30 to the 34, and that will end the first half. Scott County, a dominant performance here with a 43-6 halftime lead over South Oldham. We'll recap it, catch you up on scores, and discuss the district situation a little bit. Stay tuned for halftime here at Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Millridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork, and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Millridge a better place.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community. Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by the Oldham County Health Department. Find out about their array of wellness programs and services by visiting oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people, strong community.
So Scott County rolls up a 43-6 halftime lead. And the recap of how they got here. They basically got here by doing what they wanted, Joey Hamilton, but we've got a few more specific details than that. It didn't take long for the Cardinals to assert themselves. The game's opening kickoff, Tim Imongo took it 80 yards for a touchdown. Jabor's extra point, 7-0 at that point with 11:45 to go in the first quarter. Got the ball back very quickly, and on their first offensive play, Buddy Collins takes it in from 20 yards out.
One play, yeah.
So Jabor's extra point at that point, we're 9:24, so we're 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the game. They've run one offensive play, and it's 14-0, and that's just the kind of day it was. It did at least slow down a little bit from there. Ellis Hughley with the next score took it in from 6 yards out. That was after a long drive. They took it from their own 41, so 59-yard drive, converted a couple of fourth downs on that.
Yeah, that's huge play there. I thought South could get off the field there and just couldn't get off the field.
Yeah, that would have perhaps changed the course of things a bit. But 21-0 Cardinals at that point, 3:05 to go in the quarter. And then when they finally decided to throw the ball, it worked pretty well. Isaac York gets behind the defense. The junior tight end catches a 41-yard pass. First pass of the game for Andrew Hickey. And that extra point from Jabor made it 28-0 at the quarter.
And you would think that's the half, but that was the quarter.
That's the quarter.
That was the quarter.
And then South Oldham got a nice answering drive. They cash it in with a 14-yard touchdown pass for Jacob Acevedo from Nick Hamilton. The extra point was blocked. It was 28-6 at that point with 8:36 to go in the half. But then Scott County answered twice. Fryman with a 1-yard plunge. That's the senior running back, Jacob Fryman. The extra point from Jabor made it 35-6 Cardinals with 5:30 to go. And then with 52 seconds in the half, York asserts himself again in the passing game. Isaac York, an 18-yard catch from Hickey. And then I'm not sure why they went for two. The extra point would have made it 36 and reach running clock level. You'll see coaches sometimes go for two to reach that, but they had it either way, and they get a two.
And I don't think it was on his mind. Seriously, I mean, when you're up at that point, why, as a coach, a lot of times
just calling a play.
Yeah, you're just saying, hey, let's work on this. Let's put this on film. Hey, let's just, because at that point, whether it's running clock or not, if you kick the field goal, you go for 2. Because if they don't get it, then it's not running clock.
Right.
So. It's one of those things. I think he's just doing things to put things on film at this point right now. Like I said, Coach's been around. He's been around for a while. So, and to his point, Hickey, I don't think he's thrown an incomplete pass yet.
No, he's looked great with a few times they've thrown
4
the
for
ball.
4 now? 4 for 4, 5 for 5. So, he was, like I
2
said,
touchdowns in there,
he came in at 60%, 69%. So now he's got to be up about
pushing into the 70s.
Yeah, he's up in the high 70s now, probably. So, at 100%. So he's just coming in and done that, and you can see how they can put points up right there. And I would really love to see if it was just a bad night against Bull County, where they only scored 21 points, because every other game they put up 35 plus, or was it something that Bull County? I'd love to see what Bull County did that night.
You have to go find that game film. I'm with you, Joey.
Definitely.
Well, for South Oldham, you got to have to regroup, see what you can get going. They had some nice success with Hamilton either calling his own number or running that option. Acevedo got some nice gains out of it. So you got to think you're going to see more of that in the second half, because they had some real success and moved the football pretty well with that.
They did real well with that. It's just it was more of a matter of it's having to adjust to Scott County when they're bringing those outside linebackers. They're crashing them in. As soon as they crash them in, then if you're running the option, great. But as soon as they ran that option and they didn't bring that outside linebacker and he waited and the safety came down and covered the wide out there, then there's no room for him. So it's a matter, and it's hard to determine that, So and it's hard to call on the field. So
now they have to work on it, and we'll see how that goes. We're going to step aside for a word from our sponsors, and then some halftime discussion from the Ohio County Solid Waste, or the Oldham County rather. Let's get the county right. It's been that kind of night for me too. I don't know. We'll be back on the other side of that conversation here on Glycod.
Line Direct, not just blind. Line Direct, not just blind.
You catching anything?
Nothing. People told me to try this bait, but I haven't caught friends, popularity, stress relief, girls, nothing. Somehow I still got hooked.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For your surprisingly great rates, Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and Traditional Bank is the fourth bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
You're watching Oldham County High School's football on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Becky Zockline, Oldham County Solid Waste Coordinator, and I'm here to announce that our Household Hazardous Waste Collection event will take place tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Oldham County Road Department. The address for that is 4 Quality Place in Buckner. That's the same road that goes to the Buckner YMCA. This is a new site that we haven't used before, but it will be our permanent home from now on. And I just want to make sure that people are aware of this, that they don't go to the fairgrounds where we've been in the past, or to Oldham County High School where we were last year. We are accepting all kinds of household chemicals and pressurized tanks. We also accept lawn and garden chemicals, pool chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides, etc., and heavy-duty cleaners. One thing we do not take is water-based paints. So that's any kind of latex paint or acrylic paint. Those can be allowed to harden, dry out and harden, and put in your curbside trash cart. Please be sure to put it in a bag before you put it in your trash cart. An easy way to dry out these kinds of paints is to add a handful of concrete dust. Motor oil is also not accepted. Our local Walmart automotive stores do accept up to 5 quarts of motor oil at no cost. As I understand it, I would call first. All kinds of heavy-duty cleaners, that old Comet can you've had back in the under your bathroom sink, bring it. And items that you just don't feel comfortable having in your home, items that you wouldn't want your small child to get a hold of, bring them. Explosives such as and other unstable wastes are not accepted. So sorry, the fireworks, you do not put them in the trash can. You will have to find another way to dispose of those. Either discharge them or that's probably the best way, but please, with care. Year-round at our local police departments, at LaGrange and Oldham County Police, accept pills at their during their office hours, and all medications are accepted at the sheriff-sponsored drug take-back events, and those happen every fall and every spring. So be on the watch for a drug take-back event coming up later this month. I also want to point out that tomorrow is the first Saturday in October. That is our standard date for our household hazardous waste collection event. First Saturday in October. So you could plug that date into your phone and you'll get a reminder, or set it for a week in advance, and you'll be ready to go. Once again, this is Becky Zockline, and I hope to see you tomorrow at the Oldham County Road Department for Quality Place between 9 a.m.
That's 9 to 3 tomorrow on that hazardous waste dump. That's the Oldham County Road Department for Quality Place, Buckner. We'll be right back here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Thanks for tuning in with us tonight here on Glycod, and this segment of tonight's game is presented by D's Consulting, LLC. Appreciate them and all of our other sponsors. 43-6 here, but there's plenty of other action going on in the area and out around the state, of course. Had some Thursday night games. I know Mail a 50-0 win over Southern. But scoreboard-wise, of course, we've got the ticker. But, here's what we know, and there you go, Woodford County. Now, if Woodford County holds this outcome against Collins, they're up 21-7 in the second quarter there. They are the other undefeated team in 5A District 5, and that sets up a showdown next week between Scott County and Woodford County. And that game is at Woodford County, and that will likely determine the district champion.
Yeah, Scott County win over South Oldham would basically lock in the Cardinals for a first-round home game.
Yeah, they're in the top two.
Against a 5A, third or fourth place team. So, if they win tonight, and that'll be a Northern Kentucky area team on November 3rd.
Right.
And if South, would have come in, they would have locked them in for a first or second place team. Depending on a head-to-head tiebreaker, but and it also would depend on the Woodford County Collins result. But the way Woodford's looked and the way Scott has looked, it looks like that's going to be a 1-2 race right there.
Yeah.
And South will probably end up third, and I think they'll probably be going to a Northern Kentucky team. But a lot of times, a team like South Oldham, they'll probably be just as good, if not better, than that second-place team.
Oh, absolutely. It should be very competitive. I was looking at some of these cross-district draws like that, and it doesn't shape up badly at all for South Oldham.
You get a game like that where you go ahead and take on that team and beat them, and then who knows what's going to happen in the other game, and you could end up having a second-round home game.
Yeah, we've seen that kind of thing happen, sure.
You have a second-round home game. But it looks like South Oldham's come out ready. Hey, they're already lined up here. They're ready. The clock's at 12. Scott County's not on the field. I don't know.
Here they come.
I didn't know if they were going to throw a flag on them for not getting out here quick enough or what's going on. But
well, it was a long halftime. It was homecoming here at South Oldham, and a nice halftime ceremony, as it always is. Boy, it's a tough opponent to play on homecoming.
Yeah, I was going to say the schedule makers gave them no favor with that one.
No, I don't think so.
But, I mean, it's just kind of the way the schedule goes, and you don't really want to play it. You don't want to have homecoming in August. And
that's true.
But I think most homecomings try to wait till October. I think this is the only home game they have in October.
Jabor opens the second half with a line drive kick that's going to go into the end zone again. And boy, I'm riding this guy's hype train. This young man, Jabor, he's a senior, 6'2". He's got the kind of leg that he can play some football on Saturdays.
The next level, yeah. Somebody's probably got to be looking at him. I mean, if that's what he wants to do. Sometimes you've seen a lot of kids that really have the ability to go, and some of them say, hey, I've had enough football. I've been playing since I was 7 years old, 6. I just want to be a student. But then there are those that do want to go, and if he wants to go, he can go.
Oh, absolutely.
If he wants to go, he'll be there on Saturday for someone kicking the ball.
South Oldham going to open the half on their own 20. Nick Hamilton, the quarterback, trips to the left side. But they run Greenwell into the middle, and he picks his way out to the 22, maybe the 23-yard line.
Nice job right there by South Oldham coming out right there on a little run to Greenwell. You can see both linebackers out there for Scott County. They didn't really crash in that time, so they're kind of hanging back a little bit, trying to see what South is bringing up on the table.
Dragons are down a player here.
Yeah, lost one of their big linemen. I think that's their center right there.
He's not happy about
that's
it
Troy
either.
Fowler right there, center. So they're going to need a center. They're going to need somebody to snap the ball here.
Here comes.
Oh, no,
he's got a sub on his way. Cooper Bohannon into the lineup.
He's a junior, and I think Cooper's going to be right guard. Okay.
Yeah, they'll shuffle him around. And, Joey, I never want to do a game here without mentioning a guy I think of as one of the all-time South Oldham Dragons, Trent DeJuro. We'll talk about Trent in a minute. Yeah. 2nd and 7 here. They run it with Greenwell inside, and he pushes the pile to the 26. DeJuro played here at South Oldham, went to the University of Kentucky, was a walk-on. Really worked his way up the ladder there, was going to be a starter on the offensive line in his senior season. Yeah, his life was tragically taken in a shooting. A matter that went unsolved for years, is still controversial, but the DeJuro family still very active here in this community. They give out a scholarship every year at UK and another one for each of the 3 Oldham County high schools, and they all carry the name of Trent DeJuro, which is also on the locker room here.
Yeah, it's just like I said, tragedy incident, and just a great thing this family does for this community.
3rd and 3, they run Greenwell, and he shoves the pile across the line again for the first down out to the 32.
And they're just beating that tackle across. That's 2 plays in a row. That tackle comes through, and quarterback Nick Hamilton just gives it off to Greenwell right there. So as soon as that tackle closes down on Greenwell, Nick is going to keep it. So as long as big number 73, Christian Rodriguez, keeps coming right at the quarterback, Nick Hamilton's going to give that ball off to Greenwell, and they're going to run the ball right down the field right there. That's part of the offense right there. That's part of this offense, how it's so good. You just have to make that right decision.
First down at the 32. Hamilton's going to look to throw. He's got time. He takes a shot. It's only a DB out there, and it goes through the hands of Paul Garner, incomplete.
The best thing that happened for South Oldham right there. I thought he was going to throw it away there because both the receivers, they both did, I guess what you call post patterns. One did a seam, the other did a post, except for they just kind of cut the route off. So Hamilton tries to throw it away, and very fortunate that Gardner could not catch the ball.
2nd down.
We tried to, change it up a little bit right there, but there was really no play action off that. I mean, it just kind of
straight drop.
Yeah, we're just going to pass it. I'm like, well, that's not going to fake them out a little bit there. Just
2 receivers each way for Hamilton. Hamilton goes option, cuts it in, and he's got a gain of about 8, about 10. Nice play there by Hamilton, and he was hit hard at the 40 and just kept churning for the first down.
Yeah, Hamilton right there. He had Ben Camp right there, and Camp was not as effective on his side as Christian Rodriguez was. And Camp just kind of comes right in there and doesn't make a play on the quarterback at all. He kind of comes in there, and I want to say lackluster when you come in there kind of sometime, and he comes in kind of just kind of like Waverly. And so when he does that, the quarterback's like, oh, well, I'm just going to fake it here, and I'm going to take it.
Off,
and Camp ran right by him, and Hamilton just does his thing, gets the first down for the South Oldham Dragons.
First down at the 42, trips left for Hamilton. Hamilton looks to throw, fires, caught. Out across midfield in the vicinity of another first down is Evan Hickerson.
Nice route right there. Hickerson just goes about 7-8 yards, stops. The inside receiver does an out route. The outside receiver tries to push the defense back, and Hickerson just catches it and moves the chains. First down.
Garner and Thompson in on the tackle. They got a nice drive right here for South Oldham.
Yeah, and this is what you want, of your coach Sam's. You want come out second half, get the ball, move the ball down the field, but you want points out of this as well. And so I don't know what the confusion is. 24 saying that number 20 has something of his, and 20 said, I don't have it.
Yeah, they're still talking about it.
He's going to say, hey, man, you got my something, and 20 said, I don't have it.
In the meanwhile, we've got a timeout.
Yeah.
We'll step aside. Stay tuned. You're on Glycott.
Yeah, we're going to look and find something.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
The little equipment guys back there grabbing something. Maybe a mouthpiece or ear.
First down, and here goes Greenwell, and he's got a seam down to the 43, maybe even the 42. Sorry about the rapid transition there. It looked like a timeout, but, yeah, just some kind of equipment situation. He's still over here. Hickerson, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it looks
if
like
it's a mouth guard. Get another mouth guard.
I'm looking at the equipment guy. I think it might be something with this shoulder pads. Looks like a black band. It looks like he's grabbing over there. I can't really tell.
Oh.
But nice job by the South Oldham offense right there, moving the ball.
Yeah.
Nice job there. Greenwell getting 8 yards, 7 yards on that first play right there. And they're just kind of spreading these Cardinals out now.
Second down at the 43. Hamilton calls his own number. Not much there. Puts his head down, gains a couple down to the 41.
There's a great defensive play right. Oh, what's going on there? A little penalty there, a little extracurricular activity. There's a great job by number 63. And Ben Camp just kind of collided down, and it was South Oldham lineman, and Hamilton had no place to run. And now,
personal foul on South Oldham.
Just not good for the South Oldham Dragons. I guess at this point, maybe a little frustrated. You got to keep your mouth shut, or don't try to get the extra hit right there. And they've told number 51 he's got to come out for a play.
I'm not real sure why the clock has stopped here, but in any case, it's going to be, instead of third and short, third and long after this one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, but with that, I guess I'm just here to call the game. I'm not in charge of the clock. I'm just here to call the game, and I see number 51 had to come out for a play. I guess he got the personal foul, and now it makes it third and.
Got about 18 back to the 44, yeah.
Third and 18.
It's not where we want to be at.
From the 44, Hamilton rolls. Hamilton looked to throw, but now the defense closes in, and he gets sacked. Well played right there by Antonio Fry on the backside for Scott County.
Yeah, just a little roll out to the left and no one to block the backside. Fry just comes in and makes a nice open field tackle on the quarterback right there. And, South Oldham sent 3 receivers out, but I think the Cardinals had about 6 guys on those 3 guys. They're all double covered, so just no place for Hamilton to throw it.
38-yard line now for the punt, Acevedo, and flags fly.
Yeah, Acevedo looks like somebody has 12 men on the field. And that's South Oldham. Yeah, 12 men on the field.
Well, that'll help with the blocking. Unfortunately, you can't quite pull that one off.
You can't get that, but you see Scott County's overloaded to South Oldham's left. Scott County's right, and having a left-footed kicker, you want to kind of give him as much protection as you can. But it's just been that kind of night for for South Oldham. They just had and these nights happen. These nights happen. Now, everybody, if you played football long enough, you've had one of these nights.
You bet.
And on the flip side, you've had one of the Scott County nights as well, and that should be offsides. No, they didn't call it.
Comes back on a hop, and Acevedo gets it out of there. Does a great job. And now Collins scoops it at the 34.
Nice
and
job.
He gets up to the 40, maybe the 41. But yeah, well played all the way around. It could have been a disaster, but South Oldham able to get that kick out of there and then to cover it pretty well on the back end.
Davila makes a nice play. Hamilton's in there on the tackle as well, so quarterback's in there making a tackle. Yeah, he just does it all, and so that's a good job there by South. And I think that Scott County player on that punt return, he had a great jump. I thought he was offsides, but the referee has a better view than I do, so.
First down at the 40.
There you go. Good job.
They run a little trickery, and it's in the middle. They lost me on that one. They pounded it inside.
If you pay attention to that play, if you could see that play again, that is a play that South Oldham needs to do all night. You saw number 5, Max Maxon, staying out here. He didn't run inside. You saw the other side, Larson, stay outside. You saw the linebackers go to their gap, shoot right there. Great play right there by South Oldham. More of that. That's what they need.
Fields, the backup quarterback.
There you go again.
Hands it
Great
inside
play.
And nothing doing that time. So stood up pretty well that time.
Yes.
And
there
a
you
nice
go,
job
South
there
Oldham.
by South Oldham. It was Kane Garrett who was on
him
the
and
carry.
Him and Panteros right there. They're just nice play. That's everybody just going to their responsibility. That's good football right there. Good football so far by South Oldham. Right here is where you can't fall for the okie doke and not do your job. Do your job. Go to responsibility. Wait.
Third and long, Fields under center. He turns, gives it inside, and South Oldham's got this one bottled up.
Nice
and
job
it's
right
be a
there.
Fourth down. So.
Awesome right there. Number 32. Great play right there, linebacker Luke Hatcher. Right there. Good job, South Oldham. I mean, that's.
And they're going to force a punt. So Kane Garrett on the carry. It probably says something about my age. I nearly called him Kanye Garrett. That would have been a mishap, but Kane was the ball carrier. 4th and 3, and a Scott County punt forthcoming.
Yeah, we come out right here, and I've got to watch the fake because it's 3 yards. Got to watch the fake South. Be smart. Don't jump. Make sure he kicks the ball.
Jabbour is the punter, and he puts a toe to this one.
Oh, wow.
And it sails over Acevedo's head and through the back of the end zone, and wow, that
easily been a 70-yard punt.
Yeah, he can punt too. He just doesn't have to very often.
Yeah, that's a great job there by the kicker right there. A good job there by Acevedo too. He stands at the 10-yard line, lets
it go.
10-yard line rule, so smart play by him. But that's a great job there by the South Oldham defense. That's how it's supposed to be done. If you could watch that series, I'm sure Coach is going to go over that series over and over and over and talk about how everyone just played responsibility football. Stay in your area. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't get your eyes in the backfield of your defensive back. Stay on your man. Great job, South Oldham, that series.
Yep, absolutely. First down now for the Dragons. Hamilton under center. We approach the end of the quarter. Play fake. Hamilton's going to throw. Or is he? Yes, he will. He fires over his receiver, incomplete, out of bounds on that one. Really wasn't much there.
Not much there. Just wideouts kind of look lost right there. There's a great run by his one wideout right there, number 8, Caleb Jones. He just Jones did a good job going deep. Looked like 24 right there. Evan Hickerson, he just there were 2 guys, one on the outside, one on each side of him. He just kind of stopped. It's like, and if you don't ever work on it, just get upfield. Just rolling, just get upfield. And that's where the quarterback threw it, but he just didn't.
Nope, that will end the third quarter. 43-6 Scott County over South Oldham here on Glycod.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do.
South Oldham pitch it out on the edge, trying to get outside, and some yardage there by Acevedo. He's going to get it up to a third and manageable here for the Dragons.
Nice job by Ace trying to get there right there. You got the defense flying around there for the Cardinals. Acevedo on a nice toss sweep right there, and
get yourself in a 3rd and 4. The playbook's still pretty
this is very
wide
manageable,
open at
very
that
manageable right here. And like I said, South Oldham, this is well within their reach.
Trips right for Hamilton, who looks right. Now he looks to run off the left side, and he scrambles out before the first down marker. You probably go here because it's 4th and about 2.
Yeah, 4th and 2. Sean Rowe right there, number 44, does a good job of not letting Hamilton get outside of him right there. The senior linebacker just does a good job of making Hamilton step out of bounds. But 4th and 2 right here, and there's just not much there for the South Oldham Dragons on that pass play right there. They're just almost expecting.
Actually, he gets a bad mark. Never mind, Joey. That's back. That's 4th and about 5. 4th and 4.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
thought he got up to the 28.
They didn't do him any
26.
justice.
He's going anyway. Hamilton hands it to Greenwell. First down across the 35 out to the 39. A nice run that time for Cole Greenwell.
Yeah, just hand it off to Greenwell right there because the tackle, Ben Camp, comes in there right at the quarterback. And he didn't flip-flop that time. Came right at the quarterback. And the quarterback, if the guy comes to you, you hand that ball off. You hand off right there. He had a good seam right there. Nice job, South Oldham. First and 10.
On the tackle, but first down up. Call it the 40-yard line.
Move the chains. Move the chains. Keep going.
The Dragons finding some good things in the ground attack here in the second half. Hamilton gives Greenwell. Greenwell's got some room. He cuts out across the 45 to about the 48.
Yeah, Coach has got to be pleased. He's got to be pleased with what he's seeing so far. Right now, I know that it doesn't mean much, but right now, at the half, it's still 0-0. So
that's true.
So even though you have to find your positives for your team, and right now this is a positive. Right now they're not getting beat this half, and they're driving the ball down the field.
Second down, call it 2 up at the 48. Hamilton to throw. Takes a deep shot. Got a man out there, one-on-one.
It's got to be a flag.
The 25, he's knocked down, and there comes the flag.
It's got to be a flag right there.
Madsen was out there, but Buddy Collins a little over-aggressive in the coverage that time.
Oh, yeah. Madsen had him beat right there, and Collins did the right thing as a defensive back, just kind of push him down because otherwise he's probably going to give up 6 points right there. So that's what you're kind of taught there. You're you're going to give up the 6, go ahead and push him down. If that's what you think is going to happen. And South Oldham coming right out of here, no huddle. They're only going to – no, that's right. It's not the spot foul. This is not college. It's high school, so it's only 15 yards.
Yeah.
South Oldham's trying to play that college game. They're running up to the line and say, yeah, that's where the ball's at.
First down at the 37. Hamilton fakes Greenwell, now pitches it out on the option. Hickerson gets down to about the 31.
And Hickerson's back in there. And like I said, on the one route that Hickerson ran looked like he was still looking for his chin strap or his mouthpiece or something.
Yeah, he must have found it.
Yeah, he found it, so he's back in there going at it. So good job, number 24. Hickerson, good job. That's a nice play scheme right there, and that's what I'm talking about. As soon as that tackle comes up and they bring the linebacker to the back, the tackle comes up and hits the quarterback, and the quarterback pitches out there to Hickerson, and next thing you know, you got a nice little gain there for first down. It's going to be second and short here.
Yeah, spot him at the 32, second down there. Hamilton to throw it. Gets it to Hickerson across the 30. He's near the first down marker. We'll have to see where they spot it.
Nothing but positive here for Coach Sands. And, his team right here. You know, second half, like I said, they have yet to been scored on this second half, and they're winning the yardage battle right now. And they got the ball. It's 3rd and short, and they got opportunity to put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they spot him at the 28, so he's a yard shy. Blair on the tackle. Scott County is basically leaving their first-team defense out there. There's no.
You're trying to get those
no
guys
back
some
off
work
for those guys.
Yeah, getting your guys some work here, and they've got to be able to play a full game next week, especially in a big battle.
Oh, sure.
Against Woodford County.
So 3rd and 1. Hamilton's got Greenwell lined up beside him. Hamilton, quick pass. Madsen's got it. First down to the 24, 23.
Yep.
And that will get you a flag, Antonio Fry.
Yeah, right there. Well, like I said, we talk about that all the time. When a guy is beyond that thick white line, when he's right there, and now you're going to – it's a silliness. Come on. What are you doing? Don't do that. You've got the 15-yard penalty, but there's a lot of frustration over by the South Oldham team.
Yeah.
But you got the first down, you got the penalty. There's no need to say anything to them. If they say something to you, you just turn around. But looks like that's going to be they might be putting somebody out of the ball game here. I'm not sure.
Jim McKee looked like he might have come out to get a couple of people himself.
Yeah,
he's still out there at the hash on the left side.
Coach Mack's going to be yelling at his guys like, "What are you doing?" Say, "We're in control of this ball game. Get over to the side. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it." And if they put a guy out of a game this week, then it means he can't play next week.
Right.
So you got to talk to your players. Hey, be smart. We need you right here. So it's a huge discussion right here by the officials.
It is a long discussion going on right here.
What they're going to do here. I mean, South had already gotten the 15-yard penalty for the late hit by Antonio Fry.
Yeah.
So you're in the plus with that, but you can't. You just can't. So
that's really all there. You can't. That's
you just can't. It's just like, we're not gonna. You can't. You do it. You're in my doghouse. Now, I think they might be putting somebody out of the game here. I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not.
You would think that's the reason for the length of the conversation.
Here we go. Personal foul.
Scott County.
Personal foul. Scott County. Personal foul. Oh, are they personal foul?
Scott
County again. Double personal. First down.
3, I think.
A triple.
I may have lost count based on the number. Now, was that in addition to the original one?
Yeah,
so is that 3 or is that 4?
So that would be 3. That would be 3. That would be 3. So you get
the ball's at the 6-yard line. That much I can tell you.
Yeah, you get the first 15-yarder and a late hit, then you get a double personal, double whammy right there, and they're getting the clock running again. And sure, Coach Mack is over telling his guys, "Look, guys, this is just not what we need to do."
You're talking about double. I'm thinking triple. Then I flashed to Ice Cube. He messed around and got a triple-double in a good way. Scott County just did not.
That is not a good triple-double for them.
First and goal at the 6 and a false start, and Hamilton's frustrated with that. He spikes the ball down. He's not happy to back up 5 yards.
Yeah, big 51 right there, moving early, Troy Fowler. But one of the Scott County players flinched. Now, I don't know if he encroached the line. That's the whole thing. He moved, but I don't know if he encroached the line. So we're going to see what the official's calling here. Fowler also moved, so.
I just guessed based on Hamilton's reaction that it was going to be on the Dragons, and.
Yeah, it's on South. 51, moved forward, decline it.
Illegal substitution and a false start.
Substitution.
Penalties. Try again.
Legal substitution.
So, okay. Scott County had 12 on the field, apparently.
Yeah, 12 on the field. And
they offset first down and goal at the 6. Hamilton gives Greenwell. No, he pitches Acevedo, and Acevedo gets to the corner, and he's in.
Nice play.
Touchdown, Jacob Acevedo. He faked me out on that 6-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, Hamilton with a nice play again, and that's what they do. They ride. Then Hamilton keeps it and pitches out to Ace. Ace makes a nice run right here, and that's a 6-yard TD run by Jacob Acevedo. Ace, as we call him here at South Oldham when we get out here to Crestwood. Number 3 puts the South Oldham Dragons with another 6 points.
They're 43-12. They'll go for 2. Hamilton with some instructions for Davila, who comes across formation. They give Greenwell, and he crashes in for two.
Greenwell
So
in for the
43-14,
conversion.
South Oldham with a nice drive to score. We'll take the break here on Glycod.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
So a nice drive for the Dragons. They cut the advantage to 43-14. And some positive things to look to moving forward.
Yeah, Coach Sam's got to be very excited. They're up 7-0 this half. I know that doesn't mean a lot, but those two first scores just knocked the heck out of South Oldham. And
Arthur pops up the kick. Here comes Scott County out to about the 38. Goes Hughley.
Yeah, and since then it's just kind of been back and forth. And South did make them work, for those other touchdowns. But when someone just comes out there and scores one play, bam, then next time they touch an offense, they score again. They can just knock the stuff right out of you. And, I've been part of that situation on both sides where we played a really tremendous Nelson County team after playing them in a tough semifinal battle the year after they had won the state championship.
Yeah.
Then we came back and won the state championship that year, so we met them opening game at Nelson County, and we scored two quick touchdowns right there, and just the game was never the same, and they were a good team. They were a solid team. It wasn't like they were terrible or bad. They were quarterfinalists that year or semifinalists, I'm not sure, but it was just a matter of when you knock it out of a team like that real quick, it's hard to come back.
Yeah, it can get away in a hurry.
Yes, it can.
Scott County's in victory formation here, and they're just going to kneel down and run the clock out. Colt Fields drops to a knee. They'll have to do that at least one more time.
Yeah, huge district victory here for Scott County.
Or will they? I mean, they're just heading off the field. I guess the officials might just say close enough for us.
Yeah, they're going to let it go.
We'll turn a blind eye to it.
Huge district win right there.
Yeah,
so.
That's what's going to happen.
Now you've got
come up a play short in this one, but
yeah.
Jim McKee and his Cardinals head across the field. Meet Coach Sams of the South Oldham Dragons. Scott County, just an unsurmountable lead early, 2 touchdowns in the first 2.5 minutes, a 28-0 lead after the first quarter. Since that first quarter, 15-14. You get some good things to talk about here.
It's a good learning experience for both teams. With Coach Mack, his team, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna try to talk to your team about, hey, when we get a big lead, these are things we got to do. We can't have penalties at the end of the game where we're pushing and shoving, and we got to stay consistent with it. And kind of reminds me of last night when I was watching Western Kentucky when they took a big lead last night, and then the second half you had to hang on. So that's parts of the game that you have to learn. And then for South, after getting down so much, it's like, hey, stay in it. And this happened to us again down the road. And then for them, I don't think they're going to play any more teams of the caliber of Scott County or Woodford County in their district play, and they've got opportunities to come away with victories the next couple games.
Absolutely,
which could put them in third place.
Yeah, third is still very reachable for these Dragons.
Yes.
And Scott County, we're going to get Woodford County next week. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here on Glycod to recap this one and catch you up on scores and to tell you tonight's most outstanding players. But tonight, Scott County, the 43-14 victory over South Oldham here on Glycod.
I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Mill Ridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamlined this paperwork and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Mill Ridge a better place.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Are you up to date on your vaccinations? Vaccines help fight infections and protect your community. When you get vaccinated, your immune system will remember the vaccine and attack the germ if it ever invades your body. Physicians suggest following the recommended vaccination schedule to provide yourself with the best protection against 14 serious diseases. The Oldham County Health Department reminds you to stay up to date on your vaccines. For more information, visit oldhamcountyhealthdepartment.org. Healthy people build a strong community.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Irvin Stadium. And Scott County a 43-14 winner. Scott County moves to 7-1. South Oldham falls to 5-3. As far as the scoring recap, it was just about all over early. It was 43-6 at intermission, the only score of the second half with about 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Jacob Acevedo took one in from 6 yards out, and then a 2-point conversion. It was Cole Greenwell crashing in for 2, made it 43-14, only score of the second half. So again, you look at this as a series of small positives. As I said, it was 15-14 after the monster first quarter.
After the first quarter, yeah.
And you win the second half 8-0. So a couple things you can build on there for the Dragons.
Yeah, you've got to build on that, and you probably tell your kids, hey, we're probably not going to have a tougher 2-game stretch.
I don't think so.
Than Woodford County and Scott County. That's probably the toughest two-game stretches almost any team's going to have, all year.
Yeah.
So when you have back-to-back games like that, and then, it's not to say it's going to be a reprieve, but it's going to make them better for next week, and it's probably going to make them better down the road.
And this was the last home game of the season for these guys.
It was.
They go to North Bullitt next week and then to Collins on the 20th, and they have an off week in the regular season. So an off week to get ready for what will probably be a game at one of the District 6 teams, which is Northern Kentucky District. You'll play likely the second-place team there. I mean, again, there's stuff to decide, but that's the direction things are headed at this point.
And they'll probably, be a better team than that team. Not to say,
Very possibly.
But, that's why they play the game. But, as far as numbers-wise and physicality and everything else, they'll probably be a better team. Not to say that they're going to win the game, but they'll be a better team than probably the team that they play.
Absolutely. Well, that was the scoring recap from the second half. Wasn't a lot of scoring, but plenty of action early. And South Oldham battles well through the final 3 quarters, but not enough to get over the hump against Scott County. We're going to step aside for a brief break. We will be back with a scoreboard update, and then we've got tonight's most outstanding players on the other side of that break. So, first, a word from our sponsors. We thank them and you for joining us here on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
South Oldham, where Scott County a 43-14 winner, but we have far from a monopoly on high school football, even with some of those Thursday games. Plenty of Friday action to catch you up on from around this general area, as if on cue. There it is. So Oldham County looks like they're going to get a win, although feel free to shift on over to one of our other Glycod stations in a moment after you hear the rest of
Eastern's
our
got,
coverage.
14 points. Eastern.
It's
not done. Coach can put up some points now.
Woodford opening up on Collins. So again,
yeah.
This sets up Scott County, Woodford County for the district title next week.
Yes, huge game, huge, nice
Shelby
battle.
County,
right
nice win. Henry County, or I say a nice win. It's not like that's over either. I'm just throwing in the towel early on teams tonight. If you're behind, you're in trouble with Joe Cox.
Spencer County's not. Shelby County had that loss against Collins earlier, and they've come back. They've come back and had a nice season after that.
Henry County, the lead on Western Hills. I'm sorry to the teams that are behind. I promise I'm not trying to count you out. It's just the way my brain's working here tonight. This one was a quick one with two ground-based teams pounding the rock, and that's how it goes sometimes. But South Oldham on the short end tonight, 43-14. They fall to 5-3 on the season, but lots of action coming your way on Glycod in the near future. Our slate of games coming up for next week. I know we've got North Harrison at Providence. There you go. It's Indiana's last week of the regular season.
Yeah, it's an 8-game regular season. People don't
goes in a hurry.
Yeah, people don't understand that. If you're not from Indiana, they only play 8 games in the regular season.
So we'll have that Scott County and Woodford County. Tune in on that one. Tim Rose and Kellen Barnes will be there. I'm going to be down at Fern Creek with Mike Shelton to see the male Bulldogs in Fern Creek as the male team continues their district play, and they're steamrolling people right now. Ballard and Oldham County will have that one. You're going to be up there with Paul Najar, and then Manuel at PRP, John Baldridge and Antoine Wardlow going to have that, and then a rare Saturday high school game. How about that? And that's one, it's only audio, but I may have to dial that one up and tune it in. Frederick Douglass, Bryan Station.
Kind of like a neighborhood rivalry right there.
Those two.
I mean, all those kids know each other, and so that's what makes it fun and those games exciting, and you never know who's going to win. Now Douglas is probably highly favored, but But hey,
Bryan Station has played a tough schedule, and if anybody's prepared to go in there and give Douglas some trouble, it might well be the defenders. So keep an eye on that one. We're going to step aside for one more break. We're going to come back and tell you tonight's most outstanding player. Stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Oldham County High Schools football on Glycod.
Thanks for coming back with Joey Hamilton. Joe Cox here from Irvin Stadium in Crestwood, where Scott County a 43-14 winner. It's that time. We announce our most outstanding players, and they are presented by State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Leslie Gilly. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. Appreciate Leslie Gilly and all our sponsors. Most outstanding players. Scott County, they spread it around so much. There's no one guy who did anything crazy, and the guy who they relied on probably the least because he just doesn't have to throw the ball. But if he ever does, I'm betting on Andrew Hickey because
he didn't throw any complete pass tonight, did he?
Yeah.
Did he throw any complete pass?
I don't remember any.
Yeah, Andrew Hickey threw that 41-yard touchdown pass early, which just the receiver just got behind the defensive back because he had his head in the backfield, and then he comes back and he throws another touchdown pass to Isaac York off the little bootleg action, hits him on a flag route, then hits another two-yard conversion to Tom Frickert. So. So, it's just easy,
Just another day at the office.
Yeah, he was throwing. He was 69% coming into the game, and he goes 5 for 5. He goes 5 for 5, and throws 2 TDs and a
sharp.
2-point conversion. Yeah, it's easy money. It was easy pickings.
For South Oldham, really all about the effort, and when they got behind early, really could have hung their heads and had this be an ugly score at the end, and Nick Hamilton really was instrumental in keeping that from happening. Hamilton throws one of South Oldham's touchdowns. And just ran the offense really well. Had a lot more success with the QB run game and then with him working the option game. And I think moving forward, maybe you focus a little more on that and a little less on the inside stuff.
Well, heart and soul of the offense right there. You know, basically you try to start off giving Greenwell the ball until the defense makes the adjustment. And once they make the adjustment, then Hamilton usually gets into what we call Hamilton mode. And Nick Hamilton, then he, rides and keeps it. And next thing you know, he's plus 20, plus 25, plus 30, plus 45, touchdown. So he is the key to this offense.
Yep.
And so, once again, he is our most outstanding player for South Oldham.
So congratulations, the 2 quarterbacks, the 2 number 12s. They both did a good job in very different ways, but credit to both, Hickey and then, of course, on the other side, Nick Hamilton. And that will take care of us from here at South Oldham. Want to extend my gratitude, as I eternally do, to my team, Joey Hamilton, my right-hand man, my analyst.
Tim?
Ryan Clark's my spotter right here. He takes care of me and keeps me sane. To say nothing of Tim Bryan, who actually is my right-hand man. Joey's my left-hand man, if I'm being spatial about it. Tim, an excellent producer. Steve Bird, the senior producer. And Greg Bryan, who brings you all that outstanding video action. Thanks to everybody at Glycod. I encourage you to check the website, glycod.com, and follow us on the artist formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, at Glycod. It's GLICOD. Thanks for joining us from Irvin Stadium. Scott County a winner. Thanks from all of my team to you and your team. Good night from Joe Cox and Glycod.
I hope we get back together soon, Joe.
Absolutely.
It will definitely playoff time.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Oldham County High Schools Football. UA Local 502, built on excellence, building a better tomorrow. Tonight's game was brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Oldham County Health Department, healthy people, strong community. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Oldham County Solid Waste Management, now featuring Waste Wizard. And by LaGrange Service Center, Martinson Family Dental, Thompson Heating and Cooling, and Financial Solutions Incorporated.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.